What's going on, my fellow rockers? We are here on the Quarm server during the Lukeland expansion here in the Accursed Temple of Cazic Thule. So this is the revamped version of the classic Cazic Thule zone. So mobs here pack a punch and are much beefier. We are looking to acquire the Sorrowsong boots. So this is a pretty cool item. This is, of course, for the bards. This is a missile, a direct damage missile that can be used for pulling and whatnot, with 333 damage and a 300 range, and it can be used to increase our DPS and whatnot. So this is pretty cool. An upgrade from the Blazing Bracer of Finn and Row, which was about that was a 4-second cast time with about a 50 damage missile as well. So you can use this to increase our DPS. You can use it while you're kiting around and stuff like that for just a little extra, droppable, which is nice. You have a chance to land a critical strike with this if you have the spellcasting Fury AA. So this is cool. If you max that out, you have a chance to get higher than the 333 damage. And also, additionally, with the current Zeal of 1.3.8, you can cast from the bag slot. So we target this guy here, and we can cast from inside our bag. So that works. 7 seconds. It's a little lengthy, but it'll work. Missiles away. There we go. So this is pretty cool. What we got to do to get this is kill a gyrating mass. So this guy packs a punch. He's level 55 warrior. Hits for up in the 200s here for 200. Has 20,000 hit points. And as a warrior, he doesn't cast or anything, so that makes this much more simplistic. He's uncharmable, but he is mezzable, and that's all we really need, and he is slowable, so that's important. So eye on the prize of the Sorrowsong boots. These are a 50% chance of dropping. 100% one of the, you either get a necklace or a mole. But cool, so 50-50 on that to get them to pop up. It is a 20-minute spawn timer on this guy to give him or the placeholder to pop up. So with that, we'll kind of get into the map here. The map's a little wonky just because we're going to be here at the zone in, right here. We're just going to run out. We're going to go up top here and then down in below, and we'll kind of look out for some movement down below, which I'll get to in a second. But there is a well, and it will pop you out down here in this area. So from here, it will come down here. You'll pop out. We're going to do some DA and all that to get through this pool of piranhas. Some see invis, and they hit hard. I died figuring that out. And the goal is to get to this ledge over here, where now we kind of want to clear the aggro. I don't know if it's accurate to say it. I should test it out, but there is a pather that comes along here. All the oozes in this area do not see invis, but there is a pather that comes up to the ledge. So we're just going to wait for him to either move out of the way, path, do whatever. We'll click off DA, get invis on, and then camp. Because I saw when I was in these pools over here, I got a piranha attacking message, but I never actually got hit because I ran out because I got scared. And I don't know if that would actually happen. So my recommendation is to camp. Again, if I don't need to, someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But cool. Just relog real quick, and the time it takes for that placeholder to get back, you just hit invis back on, use Sorrowsong of Travel, and then we'll come back through the ooze tunnel here into this pool, and about this location is where we're going to find the mobs, the placeholder or the name. So I got another picture here I like to share. So this is the ooze tunnel. He'll go around. This is the pather right here. That's where he stops, and he's hangs out there for about 40 seconds or so, but then we'll path down. Sometimes he'll stop here, then he'll just keep going, and then eventually return. So we'll look out for that. And here is the top-down view of the actual oozes in their rooms. This one is the placeholder or the named. And this is the ad that we'll try to mez and memory blur to get to take care of him. So otherwise, we'll be able to solo in the water one at a time, Not a big deal. And I'll talk about not breaking the water line once we get there. So with that, we'll kind of get to it down here. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. So from the entrance, let me just start at the entrance here. So we zone in, have invis on. Come through the doors, left or right, doesn't matter. We're just going to go up the ladder, through the door, come down to this area right here. So this might be a little hack, but these guys don't see invis, but we want to get into this tunnel, into this well. The room is called the well, I guess, but we'll get down there, and then that's where we will DA and do all that fun stuff. So what I like to do is pop on an illusion. I think I have one here somewhere. I use the Mask of the Tinkering. You may not need it if you're a wood elf or something, but you come over to this wall right here, and you kind of look down, and if you sit, you can kind of see the whole layout down below. So what I'm looking for is, I can pan here, the pather is not there, but once he does come over here, that's my cue. I'm going to wait for him. As soon as he starts going, I'm going to run down. So there he is right there. He's moving in. So what I'm going to do is get Sorrowsong a travel up and get ready. As soon as he moves, make sure invis stays on. We're going to hop down the well. I'm going to DA through the piranha pit up to this ledge right here where the first torch is, and click off my DA and camp immediately and just relog. So we'll just wait for that here for a second. Or you can use the solid area vision to bind sight and do this as well. That's what I did at first. So just a few more seconds here and he'll start pathing. There he goes. Coming down. Don't go all the way down to the bottom just in case. Get my Kazumis on. Levitate's also useful a little bit, so we'll come right over here and camp it out. You can put, if you have the tiny cloak, you can just hit a normal invis so that you reappear with invis. But either way, not a big deal. Pather's out. All right, log him back in. We'll get that on. And again, that was just to clear the piranha aggro. I don't know if they can get to the other pool. I don't know. I didn't really stick around to find out. But all these guys in this tunnel now do not see invis. So we can just run straight back. Into the main pool here. So we look at here, right from the entrance, we got two here. And then we have these two right here in the middle. So just as a reference, this is the very back of the tunnel. And there's 5. I think one moves around, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. There's those. But I'm setting up shop over here. And I look down, and this one is the placeholder. And this is your ad. So what I'm going to do now, I do have a song set saved. You can drop invis right here and you'll be fine. These guys won't attack. To be safe, just go up a little higher if you're unsure. Another very useful tool here is to have levitate on all the time. So if you have a form of levitation, highly advise using that so that you don't sink. So right now I'm sinking even in the water. With levitate, you won't. So it keeps you in the same plane, I guess. So the balancing, we don't want to break the water line. It will cause the ooze to gather up all, he'll pop up and warp on top of you with all the other ads, and it's a bad day. You're probably not going to get out, especially if you damage them and they're summoning. You're just not going to be able to escape unless you can gate out of the zone. So cool. So I have a spell set made. Let's see here. I got 20 of them. Ancient Mez is a big one here. This will help you out greatly. It's not required, and I didn't use it. I only used it for this first part, and then everything after that, not a big deal. So my lineup is Dreams of Aeon, Ancient Lullaby, Nivs, McVaxius, Dirge, War Song, Psalm of Cooling for the damage shield, and then I do have Ancient Lycias, whatever. You can use Cantata, whatever you got. That's just for your downtime healing. At first, I will show on my named kill that I will switch out Ancient Mez for Anglitch. Anglitch I don't think is the right way to go if you're trying to maximize this. I did that at first, and then switched to Celos Constant Chain. And so my melody, after I do what I'm about to do, to get this solo, this twisted with Nivs, McVaxius, War Song, and Psalm give you a much better opportunity to land mezzes in case you're getting beat down too much. I do have raid gear. I do have max AAs. So over the 4K hit points, AAs when I say max, I mean all of the most important stuff that I could really think of and cared about. So that's a big advantage there as well. And then let's see. Oh, and then having Celos, you get the slow on, and then you can dirge from the other side of the pool over here. No problem. You're not getting any ads as long as the mob is up here. So cool. So the first part is, let me get Ancient back up, is pulling the placeholder or the named solo. So we want to use the memblur component of our songs to do that. So with Ancient Mez and Dreams of Aeon, our Ancient Mez has a 40% chance, and then our Dreams has a 30% chance. I'm always going to hit with the Ancient Lullaby first. That's the bigger opportunity, and it has the cooldown, so we want to wait for that anyways. So that if it doesn't get memory blurred, then we can just cycle through them and mez this guy while he's up here with us. And we can keep trying to memblur this guy by cycling these two songs, because the memblur part only works on the initial cast the first time. So if I mez him right now and it didn't work and I just kept chain mezzing, it's not going to memblur him. It will only happen on the first time. So you need to wait for that the mez to wear off, and then you reapply it for that chance to happen. So if you only have Dreams, that could be a little tricky. It is doable, but you also want to ensure that he stays as far down there as you can, because even if he got memory blurred and he wakes up, he's going to re-aggro due to the proximity. So we got to pull this guy elsewhere in order to make that happen, if that makes sense. So I'll show you right here what we do and how I take him down. So all we're going to do is go for the Ancient. I forgot to mention, I have an assist key. This is how you check to see if it's blurred or not. Once I hit it with the Ancient, I'm going to immediately assist it to see if it comes back to me. If I assist and it comes back to my name, the memory blur did not work. So then I will cycle between the two after I mez this guy, because he's going to aggro. So, and that's the one that we want. So cool. If he remains just his name or nothing, I guess, that means that memory blur did work, and that's good. So here we go. Got notes flying everywhere. So I stop it, I assist. You can see that it remains a swirling ooze. That is good. That's what we want. So now I'm just going to hit him with a mez so that we can just regen him back up real quick and then get into the fight. I won't show this entire fight. I'll just show you how I'm doing it, because I'm going to show the entire process for the named. It was mentioned that Orbit to Shane can be really good for the MR debuff, so that it helps to land mezzes, especially on the named. The most I've gotten in a row is 2 resists in a row. I haven't had 3, but doesn't mean that it can't happen, so just be wary. So cool, I'm already back up, and what I'm gonna do is switch out my ancient for, whoop, let me just keep the mez on. Cool, my melody, I'm gonna start with my snare, and then I kind of go through my psalm, war song, then my Vaxius, nibs, and then just repeat. So try to maximize as much as I can with a little bit of regen component. You can probably switch out nibs for something else, doesn't really matter. And that'll be good. Cool. So what I would do then is I'm going to, once I would rebuff up all my self buffs, swim over, and remember, ensure that you are below this water line. Even though I just did that mez tactic, ensure that you are below the water line when doing all this. So cool, and then making sure that your levitate stays on. Not that you won't sink rapidly. It's just good to have. So cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play my psalm. Actually, I'm going to get harmonize on, or if you have voice of the serpent, use that. I'm just gonna hit him with another mez real quick. Cool, psalm. Slow, just because I know he's going to summon me. Or actually, he won't summon me yet. But I'll hit him with a dirge. And then dot, and then there we go. So every time I do that, I'm just going to fight him, heal up. And then the Celos allows you to successfully land a dirge every time. And I got him for 1,700 points of damage, so that's cool. It's a good chunk there. And then Melody's running, and we're off to the races. So we'll get them down as far as we can, and then heal up as necessary. So that's what I'll do. Normally, yeah, we kind of just ran in here without any buffs. So I would have Loot of the Howler, have my Werewolf on, all my clickies, Nature's Melody, all that stuff, which I'm not even using right now, but and that's it. So now, once we have this guy single, always hit him with a double mez, especially if you're going to use dreams. Hit him with a double so that he does not get the regeneration component. That's just habit. Just do that every single time on the first mez, and now we can sit here and heal up. So the method I kind of figured out was to, after you get your double mez, I would do a heal song, then mez, heal song, mez. It will maintain your heal songs and ensure that you have sufficient timing on your mez. So in case you get resisted and it breaks and you get pummeled by stuff, you won't get locked up. So cool. So hopefully, yeah, we will have the named next. All right, we got the gyrating mass to spawn. This is my first attempt at this, so let's try and get them. I got all my songs lined up. I'm going to hit this with the Ancient Mez first, see if we can get it to blur. That was successful. So now I'm just going to mez the gyrating mass here. He's already hitting pretty hard. I'll heal up from that so I can get ready. I will switch this out for Dirge. Oh, I already have it up. Just kidding. Just gonna heal up full. Take the time here. So with this one, this is my first, named kill, and immediately spawned right after my first placeholder. So this will be the test. Another thing, yeah, before you do that mez, make sure you are below the water line. Don't want to be above it, it will pull the ads from the pool, and you're most likely going to die. Especially if you already have them down below to where he's can start summoning. Alright, going for Nature's Melody here. It's going to start the lineup, and then... Oh, that's what I didn't have. Slow. See if we can at least last the minute. And in that time, just get another damage shield on. Alright, that looks good. I'm just going to start my first 2 songs at least and get a slow on them. Should wake him up with Dirge, but we're just going. He's already got me down 84. With 30 more seconds, we should be able to last and hopefully get a mez on. So this guy's going to take a while, and I'll just pause the video to heal up every time. Gonna hit him with a double mez. Alright. Double mez is good, and then we will heal up. So I'll pause here and come back when full. Okay, we're back to full. I'm going to try to wake this guy up here with a Denon's Dirge. Nope. Didn't work. Just gonna mez him. Push him over there. Wait for... I do want the slow to be on. Hopefully get that tick. There we go. Ah, didn't get it. That's alright. Not gonna risk that too much, just do our minute and try to get him down as much as we can. He did heal up. I got a mez resist. So when healing up, recommend doing a mez, else you're healing, mez, and then nivs. Mez, and then healing. And just kind of alternate in between. That will get you more chances of mez landing and your timer being good. Because yeah, if you get more than 2 resists, he's gonna pack a punch if you're low health, and we don't want that. So where's he at? Doing good. 8 seconds here to heal back up. Just gonna start here. Hit him with the double mez. Of course, he resisted. Let's get another double mez. There we go. And straight into my healing. And now just gonna re-heal again. Not too shabby. And now I'm just alternating between my heals. Just like that. So we'll pause and come back again. Okay, back to healing up. I'm just gonna wake him with a mez or a dirge. Just to get him down. I'm gonna double heal again. Or double mez again. Of course, he's just resisting now. Alright, double mez him. Cool. That's just a good chunk there. I gotta gonna heal back up after that one. It's kind of silly, but all right, be back. Okay, what I'm gonna do on this attempt is I'm gonna switch to just Celos Constant Chain, just so I can land a dirge every time. I think it'll be more beneficial. And we'll get the fight on. So he is now snared, dirge, and then we'll just redo that like that, and now we can fight him for as long as we need. I think that's just more practical. I took out my ancient Elsia's heal song and just replace it with that. I don't think it's going to be that much more beneficial in the short run here. So I'm engaged if I get down 50 life or so, then I'll start mezzing again. I think the dirge is too valuable in terms of time to kill this guy. See if we can get him down to 30%, and we'll heal. We'll give it. Doing all right. Just. All right, gonna hit him with double mez here. 30%, pretty good. I'm gonna seal back up and keep going. All right, we're back to full. Redoing buffs here. And we'll get this going. Everything else is still good. Just going to, let's see, let's get some cooling. Push him in the wall, and then we'll hit him with the dirge. Got the slow on. We'll get it ready. And we're fighting. Maybe be able to get him, but depending on my health, we definitely will gauge it. Oh, there we go. Let's get Melody back on. He resisted. I'm gonna redo snare there. There we go. Make sure he's slowed. He is packing the punch. So I think we'll get him here. Be careful. Alright, baby. Cool. First kill. Let's see. Boom. Here we go. Sorrowsong boots. Check it out. Cool. Loot those bad boys. And we got a nice little necklace. Actually, pretty nice necklace. So cool. I can't believe one and done. So one placeholder, one named. RNG gods have favored me this day. So I hope that helped this guide helps, and we'll see you next time.